Presenter and comedian Paul O'Grady has died at the age of 67. He died, unexpectedly but peacefully, on Tuesday evening, his husband Andre Portasio said in a statement. O'Grady rose to fame in the 1990s with his drag queen persona Lily Savage, going on to present BBC One game show Blankety Blank and other light entertainment programs. Later in his career, he went on to host a number of chat shows, and also brought his love of dogs to the screen. It is with great sadness that I inform you that Paul has passed away unexpectedly but peacefully yesterday evening, Mr. Portasio said. He will be greatly missed by his loved ones, friends, family, animals and all those who enjoyed his humor, wit and compassion. I know that he would want me to thank you for all the love you have shown him over the years. He had recently been on tour playing Miss Hannigan in the musical Annie. Writing on Instagram a few weeks ago, after returning from performing in Newcastle, O'Grady said he was thoroughly enjoying playing the role again after so long, especially with a truly amazing and lovely cast. The broadcaster left his weekly BBC Radio 2 show in August 2022, confirming it was because he was unhappy about sharing his Sunday afternoon slot. He was due to present on Boom Radio in less than 2 weeks' time for Easter Sunday. BBC Radio 2 breakfast show on Wednesday, Zoe Ball said, "We're all heavy of heart here this morning at the news of our dear friend Paul O'Grady. I know he was so loved by the Radio 2 listeners and all of us here. Funny, fearless, brave, kind. O'Grady was described as a really special man by ITV's Lorraine Kelly. Such sad news. Paul O'Grady, funny, fearless, brave, kind and wise," she tweeted. "Will be sorely missed." Writing on her Instagram, TV host Amanda Holden said O'Grady was strong, funny, opinionated, no nonsense, brilliant, while radio presenter Simon Mayo added he was a lovely man, always funny and a radio natural. Singer and TV host Aled Jones described O'Grady as a lovely person, while presenter Vernon Kay said he was one of the nicest and kindest people I've ever met, always a joy to be around and obviously, so much fun. Danny Beard, winner of the 4th series of RuPaul's Drag Race UK, told BBC Breakfast O'Grady was the most important person in British culture for drag. Campaigner Peter Tatchell described the presenter as a much-admired campaigner for LGBT+ equality and animal rights. Speaking on BBC Radio 4's Today program, TV presenter Carol Vorderman said, "He just fizzed. He was one of those people that just made you feel every part of you was alive. He exploded through the daft, made-up rules of society. He was a massive talent, but you can't forget he was a social worker when he was younger. He saved babies and young children from abuse. He lived in Soho before it was gentrified. He never judged the vulnerable, the weak, the misunderstood." One of O'Grady's most recent TV appearances was last year with Camilla, the Queen Consort, for a one-off episode of ITV's For the Love of Dogs, a series he helped launch in 2012, following the staff at Battersea Dogs and Cats Home, an organization for which he was an ambassador. Following his death, the animal home remembered O'Grady as a devoted animal lover and a champion for the underdog. Former BBC Radio 2 presenter Ken Bruce wrote, "Such shocking sad news about Paul O'Grady. A unique and brilliant broadcaster who brightened the nation." Top Gear host Paddy McGuinness added, "Paul started in the pubs and working men's clubs but finished as an icon of British TV. I'll miss him very much. Rest in peace, Paul." O'Grady was born in Birkenhead, on the Wirral, Merseyside, in 1955, to a mother whose maiden name was Savage, which is believed to have inspired his famous drag act. He began performing as Lily Savage in the 1970s. The drag queen later performed in a solo show that ran for 8 years at London's Royal Vauxhall Tavern, and made a name by speaking out about LGBT issues. Later he hosted chat show The Lily Savage Show for BBC for a short run in 1997, before turning his hand to hosting a revived version of game show Blankety Blank, which remained on air until 2002. He later hosted tea time program The Paul O'Grady Show on ITV from 2004 to 2005, before moving with it to Channel 4 from 2006 until 2009. It was later revived in 2013 on ITV and remained on air for 2 years. Heart attacks. During 2013, the chat show was fronted by guest hosts after he suffered a health scare. He had previously had heart attacks in 2002 and 2006, the latter requiring a stay in intensive care. The broadcaster also took over the reins presenting Blind Date from close friend Cilla Black, during a 2017 reboot of the show on Channel 5. During his career, O'Grady won a TV BAFTA, British Comedy Award and a National Television Award for The Paul O'Grady Show. In 2008, he was made an MBE in the Queen's Birthday Honours for services to entertainment. The TV star had a daughter with his friend Diane Jansen in 1974. He later married a Portuguese lesbian in 1977 in a marriage of convenience and only legally divorced her in 2005. He married his husband at a ceremony in London in 2017. O'Grady, who lived in Aldington, near Ashford, was appointed one of Kent's deputy lieutenants in November. The role is responsible for representing the king at events in the area.